All right, we're going to go right to Dustin. Welcome back. Short break. We would love to welcome world number one Dustin Johnson to the interview area. Dustin, the 2016 U.S. Open champion, is making his 13th appearance in the championship. He was just named Player of the Year by the PGA Tour. We're going to go right here in front of you, Dustin.
Dustin, can you just describe what has come together for you during this restart to win 3 tournaments like you have and play as well as you have during this whole time? What do you see working for you, and how does it apply out here?
Yeah, I mean, I've just put in a lot of good work. I feel like it's nice to see the work that you're putting in, to be able to take it on the golf course and in the golf tournament. So I don't know. I spent a lot of time with Claude and my brother working on the putting, and so everything just seems to be clicking right now. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely had to put in a lot of work to get to where I'm at, and I mean, obviously, the game's good and it feels good, and so I'm very pleased with it.
And if I could follow up, you mentioned the putting. A lot of people have talked about the routine being much different from the past. How important has that change been to your success?
Yeah, I mean, with putting, if you look at every week, the guy who's winning, or, if you're going to have a good week, you got to putt well. And so it's just something that, I've been working on. I started using a line, and it's definitely helped me out a lot, just especially like inside 10 feet, starting to make a lot more of those. But yeah, I mean, I've had to practice with it because it's something new, and had to get used to, using a line and to line up.
We're going to go here to the WebEx. The U.S. Open used to be known for being won by short, accurate players. In the last few years, it's been you, Gary Brooks, kind of longer athletic guys. What's your theory as to why, and do you think that will continue?
Can't tell you why, but I mean, it's, obviously the golf courses, make a difference. But, U.S. Open, you got to drive it straight, especially at this golf course. I mean, you have to hit the fairways. And then once you hit the fairways, it doesn't get much easier from there either. But, you really have to hit the fairways. The rough is, I mean, it's not super deep, but you just can't play out of it. You can't control the golf ball, and you can't get to the greens from it. So, it's definitely a premium on hitting fairways, but the golf course is in fantastic condition. It's I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be a good challenge, but I like it.
We're going to go right here.
Dustin, in terms of difficulty, where does this golf course rank among some you've played, and how aggressive can you be with it?
I mean, haven't played in a tournament yet, but so far it seems very, very hard, and one of the harder ones I've ever played. So, but it's fair. There's nothing real tricky about it. You just gotta hit good shots.
Will you hit driver as often as you'd like, or will you back off some?
I mean, there's holes that I can hit driver and play aggressive on, but there's a lot of holes where I'm hitting iron off the tee, just because of the way it shapes. I don't like to draw the driver, so I got a lot of holes where I've got to, lay back a little bit, just because you got to hit it in the fairway, and driver kind of runs out of room. Especially the fairways are firm and fast right now, so the ball's running out pretty good. And there's a lot of holes that are difficult shots to get it in the fairway.
We're going to go back to the WebEx. How would you compare the difficulty of this in Oakmont?
It's very similar, I think. Golf course wise, the only difference is off the tees at Oakmont, there's no trees in your way.
All the way on the left?
I read that you had never been here until recently. Is that true?
Well, I thought so, but I guess somebody was telling me I played a NetJets outing here 10 or 11 years ago. But I want to say I don't think we played the West course. I think we played the other one, because I didn't remember one hole. So we must have played the other course.
So were there any surprises or anything eye-opening to you when you did get to play it?
No, just from talking to some of the guys that have been here, I knew it was going to be difficult. I actually watched one of the videos I think the USGA put out, so I got a little bit of an idea on the golf course. it's kind of a drone flyover video. So I had a little bit of, of an idea what it looked like and what it was going to require. But, coming here, obviously, I watched some of the 2006 U.S. Open. It's a tough golf course, and you got to go out and play golf your ball around here if you want to shoot a good score.
But the greens now are bigger than they were in '06 by, I mean, the greens are pretty unusual, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about unusual. They're difficult, but it's I think it fits the golf course very well, and a lot of the greens are real similar, with all the slopes, and there's only a certain area on the greens that are usable, but yeah, I think it's good. It's going to be a good test. You got to, like I said, driving in the fairway, then you got to hit good iron shots because you got to hit them the right distance.
Back here to the chat, what is the worst lie you've had this week, and can you just explain what it was like?
Yeah, I mean, you can get some pretty good ones in the rough, but I've been able to advance them down the fairway, not necessarily get it on the green or to the green, but haven't had any that I couldn't get out.
We're going to go right here.
Dustin, you shot 30 under in Boston, but you've also proved you can win on these layouts where par is a good score. Is there an adjustment you make in your mindset, for a course like this? And then second part, Rahm said that the long hitters are still going to have the advantage here because they'll be so much farther. If they're in the rough, they'll be so much farther down. They still might be able to get it on.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously you've got a completely different mindset when you're playing a course like TPC Boston, where it was soft and the greens are really good, so you could attack every flag with didn't matter what club you were hitting. Here it's just completely different mindset. Obviously, we played, I've been fortunate enough to play two really difficult golf courses the last couple of weeks, which was Olympia Fields and East Lake. They're both golf courses where you have to drive it in the fairway, and then, even when you're in the fairway, it's not that easy to get it close to the hole. So, coming in here, obviously the game, we've been playing courses like that, so kind of used to it. But yeah, you just gotta. For me, it's just pick whatever club I think I can get it in the fairway with, and go with that, and then go find it and hit it again.
Right here.
Dustin, with the kind of season you've had, do you put more expectation on yourself going into this U.S. Open? What's your
No,
mindset
I
like?
mean, I'm playing well. I've got a lot of confidence in the game, but no, I'm not putting any extra expectation. I mean, I expect to play well every week, but coming here, I mean, it's just, it's a golf course where, hopefully the game's in good form right now. Hopefully it stays in good form for the rest of the week, but it's one of those golf courses where it's very difficult, and you need to be spot on if you want to play well.
What stands out most from watching that 2006 U.S. Open on TV?
I mean, you can just, from what I remember, obviously it was a long time ago, but I mean, if you're driving in the rough, you're going to struggle to make pars, and that's just how it is. It's, but there's enough room to hit the fairways.
Right here.
Is tour life now busy to the point where, like in the past, guys would play here or Quaker, where, now guys are kind of seeing it on video? Is it just when you're done, you want to put the clubs down and get away? Has it changed a little bit because there are so many more demands on your generation?
Well, I didn't quite understand.
So, in the past, we had a PGA Tour event here in Westchester. Some of the guys would come over and play here, play Quaker Ridge, play Sleepy Hollow, some of the historic courses. But it was different then. So, is life busy now with everything that you guys are asked to do, where it's harder to do that?
Well, it depends. I mean, obviously this is a major, so you're focused really, a lot on this golf course. But if we had an event down the road, a regular tour event, I would probably try to sneak out here and get around in.
All right. Thank you, Dustin. Good luck this week.
Thank you.